In the coming weeks, we will be discussing the attributes of the Affordable Care Act, and I will look forward to coming to the floor of the House again and acknowledging how much money the Affordable Care Act, the Health Care Act, has in fact saved this nation, how it has preserved Medicare, how we focus on medical education, medical school education, medical providers education, how we have talked about issues dealing with healthcare disparities, and in particular, how we have expanded the community health clinics that have saved lives, how we have worked on issues dealing with children's health care, how we have provided access to health care for many, many people. That allows me or calls upon me to again follow up, to again distinguish the Georgetown law student who spoke before members of Congress, who got in the crosshairs of a commentary that was not very flattering. I just want to distinguish the commentary that came against the Georgetown law student from comments that would be made by entertainers and others across the nation in the course of their comedic work. The question about the Georgetown law student was, Madam Speaker, is that she was called before members of Congress to speak. She was not speaking on a television program or on an interview. She was actually called by members of Congress to testify to the question of access of health care to women. And I will tell you that right now, documentation shows that women who are 24 years old and above, their health plans today cost 84% more than a male similarly situated. So we know that without health insurance, how devastating it would be for women not to have health insurance. Many of the Planned Parenthood family clinics and others are focused on health care. We want to have a firewall, as Planned Parenthood has, and that is that the firewall is that access to health care is a distinguishable factor of their service. And that's what this young woman was speaking about, the importance of access to health care. It was in the course of that testimony that made her a victim of public ridicule. That's why I believe President Obama appropriately acknowledged the right of a citizen to petition his or her government, and that if they do so, that they should not be subject to public ridicule. There lies the basis of the President of the United States calling this Georgetown Law School student, and I applaud that, because no matter how high you are, the highest office in the land, the commander-in-chief, isn't it appropriate or isn't it befitting of an individual who represents all of the people of the United States to have the humanity to be able to call people citizens, families, when they're at their lowest ebb, when they've been in the course of public service, or they have been in a position of presenting their public case to the United States Congress, or even to the President of the United States of America. I hope that we, no matter what our position and station in life, particularly those of us who hold roles in the most powerful lawmaking body of the world, the United States Congress, the highest office is considered the commander and in chief and also the leader of the free world, that we would have the capacity to offer an apology to someone who has felt offended.